Well, if anyone who's following this case knows, and by the way, that empty chair on the Newshour debate belongs to the Indian National Congress, which has refused to send anyone on this debate. Interestingly, the Congress party was defending Sunanda Shashi Tharoor, continues to defend Shashi Tharoor, but does not come on the Newshour. That's why I keep an empty chair for them. BJP represented by Nupur Sharma, Ranjana Kumari back on the Newshour debate, Director Centre for Social Research. Naseer Abdullah has been spreading this theory, this incredible theory that she had lupus. Tonight, I hope he eats his words and regrets all that he has said in the past. See, Rajashekaran defends Shashi Tharoor. No, I know people are turning around now. I know the Lutyens Delhi circuit is realizing the mistake of backing Shashi Tharoor. One of those members of the Lutyens Delhi circuit is Sanjoy Roy, who also believes she committed suicide. Maybe he'll eat his words as well on the Newshour tonight. Rahul Singh is in Mumbai, but very much with the Lutyens Delhi circuit. He believes she couldn't have been murdered. It was a suicide or accident. Maybe he'll eat his words as well tonight. Abha Singh is a senior activist, and N Singh, former police commissioner of Mumbai, says, why are you targeting the police when we have every reason to? Ladies and gentlemen, let's debate. Okay, my first question goes to you, Rahul Singh. Probably I start with you. You still believe after all that has come out that this was murder, not murder, but an accidental death or suicide? You still think so? Because that's what you said earlier.
Yeah.
You still think so? Why do you think so?
I think so because I can't understand why the police have taken 1 year.
Because the police probably seeks political approval before moving in cases like this.
I don't. Well, that's your.
No, it's not. It's the most obvious thing.
Yeah.
It's the most obvious thing. Why would the police hide the fact that they have CCTV footage of the murderer for over a year?
They said that?
Well, I mean, the CCTV footage is available. I have the statement of the Leela Hotel.
Yeah. No, but there was an autopsy report which took place, done by a very well-known and very authoritative doctor. And Chandrasekaran, I think his name was, and his autopsy report clearly said that...
Sir, there's a bounty of evidence. Let's open up the debate to everyone right now. There is a bounty of evidence against the suicide theory. I want one member of the panel today, if there is any, to give me any logical reason. I challenge any member of the panel. Give me one logical reason why this was anything but a case of murder. Sanjoy Roy, you have any argument left?
No, I don't understand what this argument is about to begin with, Arnab, because at the end of the day, if the SIT has been formed, it has been formed for a person who's died.
You have any doubt that she was murdered?
In the case. I mean, there is nothing right now that substantiated the fact that she was murdered by A.
No, why are you so... Why are you looking...
Let the SIT establish...
Every medical report that has come to the fore, Sanjoy...
As usual, you're trying to make this debate a jury judge.
No, it's not a jury judge executioner. You look back at your own position.
Your way.
No,
your way each time.
No, Sanjoy Roy, every medical report. The SIT
The SIT has been formed. Let the Delhi police do its job.
What were they doing for the last 1 year? What were they doing for the last 1 year?
No, so that's something that you need to. I think that's something you need to ask.
Exactly, I am asking that question. Why was the Delhi? Does the Delhi police need political approval? N Singh, does the Delhi police need the approval of the previous Congress government and the now BJP government saying, please, can we move ahead with the case? Why was when the murderer is on tape, why don't we know who the murderer is? The murderer in this case is on tape.
Well, Arnab, no police force needs any political approval for.
Are you sure of that?
It's legal duty. Now, let me tell you No, I'm very sure about it.
No, it doesn't need, but it seeks very often.
Years in the police.
No, it doesn't need, but it may seek.
No, you may have your reasons. You may have your reasons to doubt and question as to why this delay. But let me tell you.
No, I doubt what the Delhi. I said openly. I doubt what the Delhi police has been up to in this case. I doubt the Delhi police. I seriously question their intentions.
I will explain. Well, if that was so, they would not have registered a case of murder after 1 year.
Sir, the Delhi police...
The Delhi police decision to register a case of murder...
as well.
No, one second. Don't trivialize this, Sanjoy Roy. It's a serious case of murder. And believe me, Sanjoy Roy, believe me, much as in other cases, much as in other cases, those... No, one second. As you have an experience, Sanjoy Roy, as you have an experience, the Lutyens Delhi circuit...
accept a statement on the
the Lutyens Delhi circuit...
And this
Lutyens Delhi circuit, which always tries to defend the indefensible, has been proven wrong on many occasions in the past. And people have had to go to jail. I assure you, in this case also they'll go to jail.
I don't buy that. I don't buy that at all. I don't buy that at all, and I think you need to substantiate that rather than just...
I'll substantiate it. Unlike you, I'll substantiate. Abha Singh wants to come into this case.
You purposely can't have blinkers. You know, when the police manual very clearly says that in an accidental death, even if there is the slightest suspicion, an FIR needs to be registered and the case investigated. Here, Sunanda died within 7 years. The presumptive clause under 113 very clearly said it will be presumed that is the husband and the in-laws if there is a cruelty, and cruelty was evident with the injuries on her body, the way she was tweeting, she had moved out of the house. There was enough evidence, but Delhi police purposely kept quiet because it was Sonia Gandhi who went and visited Tharoor on the day of the death, and the message was very clear to Delhi police that stay away, and that is the reason it has taken 1 year.
No, what do you mean? That Sonia Gandhi goes and visits Shashi Tharoor, so why would the Delhi police say stay away? I mean, what? So what does that what's the link there? I don't know.
It clearly shows that it was the centers of power were behind Shashi Tharoor. They were supporting, they were buying his theory that it is a suicide or an accidental death, and even if it was suicide, then 306 IPC says abetment to suicide, 10 years imprisonment. Even for that, Shashi Tharoor should have been arrested. Had it been any other woman, a common person, that husband would have been nailed by now. But being Shashi Tharoor, Delhi police has been very dubious. It has tried to protect him. All the important evidence like emails, the messages and whatever have been lost because the police did not register an FIR.
No, where is the CCTV footage? Simple question. Why has the CCTV footage been kept aside right now? Ranjana Kumari, did you know the CCTV footage was available? The Delhi police has had access to every person who has entered Sunanda Pushkar's room. So the person who presumably last entered her room and exited her room is the murderer. In other words, and I'm saying this with all responsibility, on the Newshour tonight, the murderer is on tape. The last person who entered Sunanda Pushkar's room in Leela Hotel is on tape. What more do we need to know? And this fact has been hidden from all of us.
Absolutely, Arnab. Absolutely, Arnab. Less said about Delhi police is better because it was then poisoning, because the medical team of All India Medical Institute had already concluded that, and it is now poisoning. But so what has changed between them then and now, and why did they held on to it for 1 year before they registered this case? So really there is, clearly the political dispensation has changed. Clearly Shashi Tharoor is not that high and mighty, and there's a very serious issue here, Arnab, that he was a minister. If there was some kind of a political angle to the whole case, then it becomes much more serious that Shashi Tharoor should come forward and inform the police every detail that he knows of the whole thing if he is innocent. He has to prove himself, as I think the lawyer on your panel, she's been saying it for days, I've been saying it for days, that within 7 years of marriage, if the woman dies, the first person to be arrested, to be, the needle of suspicion goes is to the husband, and this is according to the law of the land. There is nothing that we are saying is
it's almost embarrassing, Ranjana. It's almost embarrassing, Ranjana, that Shashi Tharoor is in hiding.
How can you be doing yoga if your wife? How can you be in a yoga center doing yoga, tweeting, and not coming forward and be very anxious and concerned to know what happened, who killed his wife? Why? What kind of a attitude is this? What kind of a silence is this? This silence has a lot of meaning.
You see the Shashi Tharoor sympathizers today.
Nation wants to
No, the Shashi Tharoor sympathizers on the program are basically Sanjoy Roy and Naseer Abdullah. I think in this case Rahul Singh has switched sides.
Well, these are the boys.
No. I think you've switched sides on this.
The high and mighty.
One sec. I'm saying I think you've switched sides on the program today. No problem. I'm saying tonight, Naseer Abdullah, for God's sake, even if today there is a self-serving Lutyens Delhi circuit, which wants to protect its own interests and believes that Shashi Tharoor is a member of the Lutyens Delhi circuit, and therefore by protecting Shashi Tharoor, we protect the Lutyens Delhi circuit. And it has been proven in the past that when any member of the Lutyens Delhi circuit is accused of anything, the rest of the Lutyens Delhi members just come together. You know, we've seen this in many cases, including the Tarun Tejpal case. In which case also Sanjoy Roy was part of the Lutyens Delhi circuit that came and defended Tarun Tejpal. Now, why in this case, Naseer Abdullah, are you sure you want to be...
Is this the only argument you have, Arnab?
I'll tell you the argument.
This is the only argument.
No, it's a very... No, one second. Sanjoy Roy, let me put my argument forth and you'll understand what my argument is.
All of us are very clear.
I want to ask you...
All of us are very clear that the SIT has been formed.
Don't keep repeating that. Don't keep repeating that same old broken record of a line, please. Don't break the line. SIT after 1 year? SIT after 1 year?
Investigation. The fact that the SIT is doing
not able to do anything for 1 year. You think SIT is just a hogwash?
This is not about defending Shashi Tharoor or the Delhi Lutyens.
He's been running after BJP,
this is about
trying to touch feet everywhere. He's touching the feet of the BJP leaders. That please leave me. No,
I mean, all of
SIT
us
will not do anything. He's the brand ambassador for Swachh Bharat.
Don't give me this rubbish of justice in this case.
Jury and you
1 minute. No, 1 minute. You see, Mr. Sanjoy Roy. You see, Mr. Sanjoy Roy. I ask you.
I
ask you. Don't. 1 second. I ask you. Listen to me, Sanjoy Roy. For 1 minute, ask yourself and have a glass of water because you're going to need more than one. But I'm going to ask you tonight, you ask yourself, to what do you owe your allegiance? To your cocktail circuit or to the truth?
The justice.
To the cocktail circuit of Delhi or to the truth?
India.
To the helpless wives of this country.
To the woman who's been killed or to the truth?
That's what one owes one's allegiance to.
Really?
Arnab.
Really? Okay, we'll get Nupur into this debate as well.
Or Arnab Goswami being the jury.
You know, Mr.
I have absolute.
You know, Mr. Sanjoy Roy. You know, Mr. Sanjoy Roy. You know, Mr. Sanjoy Roy. You know, Mr. Sanjoy Roy.
You have a problem with Delhi police, then go attack Delhi police.
I have a problem. 1 second, Mr. Sanjoy Roy. I have a problem with people.
You've become the investigator. You've become the investigator. You've decided the last person who's seen on camera as the murderer.
That's fantastic. I can answer that.
I mean, please.
Not the judge when you concluded it was a suicide. Were you not acting as a judge? Were you not acting as an investigation person?
You're absolutely right.
Were you not acting as a judge? When you said it was a suicide.
Everything that you have said is absolutely right.
You conclude it was a suicide. Look at your own way. You have been the judge and the jury. You have been the one who has been saying it. So why are you?
Okay, let's put this case. No. 1 second. Let's put this case. Ranjana Kumari. By the way, if you're tweeting tonight, yesterday's hashtag was Sunanda murder. Tonight's hashtag is who killed Sunanda. My question is this, right? My question to Sanjoy Roy was, what is your allegiance to your conscience or to your cocktail circuit in Delhi? He got provoked. I will now put a few facts to the test. Nupur and Naseer Abdullah, also part of the Shashi Tharoor fan club in this case. Not Nupur, but Naseer Abdullah. My question is, Nupur, I blame the Delhi police. I will place facts and let's debate. First, Delhi police cannot be absolved of blame because the first autopsy report said she was poisoned. The final autopsy report dated September 2014 says she was poisoned. Regardless of this, I don't know what explains the fact that the Delhi police waited more than 1 year before filing an FIR in this case. Are you looking for political approval?
Arnab, I just want to make 2 points here, 2 quick points after all that I've heard the people on the panel say. First and foremost, an FIR has been filed under section 302. So as far as the investigation is concerned, it lays to rest the suicidal or any other kind of theory. The case now will be investigated under murder charge under section 302 of the IPC. 1. 2, many people have actually already said this. Twice I have heard on your debate that the IPC provides that within 7 years if the wife is dying, then obviously the family, the in-laws especially, would be investigated. And from yesterday's statement of Dr. Tharoor, who's gone on record to say that he has no problem in being investigated, then I think there shouldn't be any issue. Thirdly, the SIT. Now, thankfully, there is an SIT which can find out why there was a delay, and was there a reason for the delay as far as the evidence is concerned? Was there any evidence which was done away with? Why at all?
No, Nupur, my question, why does it take 1 year to file a case of murder? 1 second. Why, if given the Delhi police has filed a case of murder, why are they continuing to be evasive by saying, quote unquote, it is not clear whether she had consumed the poison on her own or it was administered forcefully or by injection? If it was consumed on her own, it would have been a case of suicide, which is not the case that's been filed. So why is the Delhi police behaving in a non-committal manner on a murder angle even after filing the case? Only understanding I can have is that Delhi police doesn't know whether the netas will give clearance. That's all. All that Shashi Tharoor has been doing has been ingratiating himself to the new government in every possible way. Even at the cost of angering the Congress party.
I think the Delhi police would be the best. Somebody from the Delhi police should answer this.
So what somebody?
Almost a 1 year delay.
Records have been so pathetic. Even in the cricket thing, they let off Raj Kundra. Delhi police does not carry a good record. We have no faith in the Delhi police. Otherwise, a case which was an open shut case, which looked like murder, and it was in a public hotel where they could have got the footage, they could have checked the emails, but Delhi police purposely turned their face away. So today we have no faith in this Delhi police. And if we are just saying that SIT will come and cover up tomorrow, we are not going to buy that also. Now it has to be under the Supreme Court. Let it be a court-monitored investigation.
Absolutely.
Let there be a judge on the SIT. I would suggest let there be a judge, because I read
that is what we want.
Let the DCPs and ACPs. Let there be a retired judge on the panel.
So you understand, N Singh, why we have a problem with the police? Because the police has been partisan. The police has been slow. The police is not off the mark. The police is not sharing the facts. The police is not moving. The police doesn't tell me why Sunanda Pushkar was found with local anesthesia on her clothes. There is so much suspicion about the mysterious Alprax tablets found on her bedside where she was found dead. The Alprax was found on Sunanda's bedside, but she wasn't prescribed the medicines according to medical reports that I have with me here at times now. Why hasn't the Delhi police been able to figure out who placed the Alprax on her side? And how can you deny, for example, N Singh? We question the police. The police, does it work with its eyes shut? The fact is that reports as late as December 9th last year claimed there was fresh evidence that is still being gathered from the scene of the crime, including a broken glass in suite number 345. So, this is the most remarkable fact, N Singh. Before the Modi government takes over, no more evidence is there. Modi government comes in, dispensation changes, Delhi police realizes it needs to get its act together on the case, and 3 months after the Modi government takes over, Delhi police says, lo and behold, we found a broken glass in room number 345, we find fresh evidence. Give me one murder story. Tell me, N Singh, today. You are the cop and I am a poor journalist. No, I'm asking you, give me one case in which you go to a hotel room after 8 or 9 months and say, we have found a broken glass, we are now collecting evidence. Shameful. It's just shameful. It's just unforgivable, N Singh. What's happening here?
Yes, Arnab Goswami, may I say something now?
Yeah, please.
Now let me tell you, Arnab, I am not here to defend Delhi police, nor am I here to defend Shashi Tharoor. Let me admit that there was a criminal waste of time in taking the decision to record a case of murder. But now that the murder case has been registered, I fully endorse the decision taken by Delhi police to register a case of murder. You should not doubt my bona fides, at least. I am not in the service now. The Delhi police wasted a lot of time, and there was no doubt that initial investigation was slipshod.
Why was it slipshod? Because the Congress government was in power and you can't act against the Congress leader. Why was it slipshod? Why was it slipshod?
I have a question to him.
I think what is the investigation? Why
police does that?
Rightfully needs an investigation.
Arnab Goswami, you can suspect political motives behind this. I do not know. I have nothing to add to that. I have nothing to. Yeah, let me tell you. Now, You see, one reason for the delay was there was a complete difference of opinion between the medical officer, Dr. Gupta, and the forensic man. Because when Dr. Gupta said that this was a sudden and unnatural death, this is all that he had said initially. Then the forensic expert says there was no poison, and therefore, if it was an unnatural death, how the death occurred is the matter. Police cannot straight away record a case of murder when there is a confusing expert opinion like this. You are running away from the facts. You are running away. You are running away from the facts. You do not want to face the facts.
Which fact?
You are running away from the facts. You are only there to hammer the Delhi police.
What fact?
Please do not be unfair.
No.
Please be fair.
Sir,
I have said that there was a criminal waste of time in recording the murder case.
Sir.
But the delay in recording the murder case was because the Dr. Gupta, the man who did the autopsy, and the forensic expert did not come together.
Absolutely not.
One
Absolutely.
finding.
No, 1 second. I disagree. I disagree with
the
you, sir.
forensic expert.
I disagree with you, sir. I'll tell you I disagree.
No.
You tell
It
me
is
one thing.
only
MN Singh. 3 questions for you.
Now.
I have 3 questions.
It is only now after 1 year.
No, I have 3 questions.
It is only now.
I have 3 questions for you, sir. Give me an answer to 3 questions.
It is
1
only
second.
now,
I have 3 questions.
after a gap of 1 year, that
Sir,
the final
sir.
medical report has said.
two quick
Sir,
points
wrong. I'm telling you wrong.
And therefore, a case of murder had to be.
I'm telling you it's wrong because you see in this case, I'll tell you MN Singh, in this case I am determined to go into detail. I believe here this is a very, very serious murder.
Come on. You discuss the facts, and if you discuss the facts, I am there to debate with you on facts.
Okay, no, what's it? I'll debate with you on fact. Okay, I'll debate with you on fact. I'll debate with you on fact. I'll debate with you on fact. My first fact is why hasn't the investigating officer provided the medical experts in this case with the reason for the physical injuries, circumstantial evidences and statements that were asked for by the medical examiners for 6 months?
When there is an expert opinion which is not clearly
provided,
saying that it is a homicidal death,
please,
police could not have registered a case.
You can't
police
do this.
did the right thing by registering a case under 174 of the CRPC.
Okay, question number 2. Question number 2. Anyone can take that. Question number 2.
Case, but the delay
question number 2.
The delay is attributed to the medical expert.
No, sir. Question number 2. Why was the photographs of the scene of the occurrence not submitted by the investigating officer to the team of medical experts?
I told you that it was a slipshod investigation in the beginning.
Sir, you can't just say.
I told you it was a slipshod investigation. They ought to have been very careful.
Mr. M. Singh, it was purposely done by
I hold no brief for Delhi police.
And one more thing, when the magisterial inquiry said that it was an unnatural death, and unnatural death will be either suicide or murder. Suicide is 306 and murder is 302. For both FIR needed to be registered after the magistrate's inquiry, which was clear that it was unnatural death due to poisoning. Delhi police had no option. It had to register the FIR, but it took 10 months to register after the magistrate.
You are right. It was, yes, Abha Singh, you are an advocate and I am a police officer. I know the report said unnatural death. Unnatural death, there was no clarity whether it is suicide, homicide or accident.
Even if it was suicide, it was within 7 years of marriage.
One second. Sir, what I want to know, I'm sorry, you are the policeman. I'll ask another lawyer. See Rajashekaran joining from Chennai, and Naseer Abdullah is realizing today the mistake that he has made by being blind.
No.
By being blind to the facts in this case. I want to know who commits suicide after injuring themselves in 15 places, biting themselves, injecting themselves. Who commits suicide like? Give me one suicide case like that.
None of those injuries were capable of causing. None of those injuries were capable of causing death.
Explain the injuries.
Also, right?
And not by your own.
Explain the injuries.
He was bitten. There should be a DNA.
I told you that the delay was because of a difference of opinion between the medical officer who did the autopsy and the forensic expert who gave the report about poison.
Mr. Rajashekaran
said there was no poison.
Mr.
Okay.
Shashi
The
Tharoor
initial
got
fo-
himself admitted to
the
AIIMS
initial-
on the day this
the
was
initial-
being done.
the initial forensic report,
It was poisoning.
the initial forensic report clearly said there was no poison.
Medical Institute doctor said that it
It's-
was poisoning. Why then after that? No, Mr. Singh, just listen to me. You've already casted a lot of aspersions on Delhi police yourself.
It was only Dr. Gupta.
You're already saying it is a criminal delay. No, you are already saying it is criminal delay. So we are very clear that you already understand
Please hear me.
that Delhi police was under certain kind of influence.
Please hear me.
So no. Second time when it was poison, what was Delhi police doing? What was second
Let me
report?
tell you, madam.
When it said very clearly,
madam,
concluded it was poison. Then what was Delhi
And ladies
police
and gentlemen,
doing?
let's not forget one fact.
You have to answer
Without
that.
casting any aspersions, I want to
Madam,
add one fact.
madam,
that Shashi Tharoor
madam, you
himself
should have
got
the
himself
patience and
admitted.
You should have the courage to debate with me.
Shashi Tharoor, who tonight is in hiding.
But
You
are
should
already
have the patience and you should have the courage to debate with me on facts.
Sir, on
I
facts.
said
Well,
that
I
initial
don't think
report of
police
Dr.
has the courage.
Dr.
We
Gupta
have the
only
courage.
said
We have
it
been
was
saying it from the
it was
very
an
beginning.
unnatural
Mr.
death.
Singh.
Unnatural death.
But
He
he
did
also
not
said
say
he
it was
was
a
under,
homicidal death.
under coercion.
Therefore, the police could
But
not
he
have
also
registered
said
a
he was
case of
under
murder.
coercion. Arnab, he also said he was under coercion to fabricate the report.
Murder.
No, he did not say.
Who purposely tried
Even
to
that
delay
needs
by placing
investigation.
Okay,